wonderful.
Time is...
You have done well, my champion. You have earned my respect, a feat few manage and live to tell about. I shall write your name upon the tablet of absolute darkness. You may keep my ebony mail, a token of my appreciation to my new champion. Its gifts will resonate with your talents. Now go. I have strings to pull that require my full attention. You may pursue your own course wherever it leads you. Remember always this. As you will it, so it shall be.
Wait. Hold on. No. Oh. There you go. Thank you. Just the man I was looking for.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
Okay. Eastron.
Isran
Help.
needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. I've moved on. I have more important business to attend to. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
Vampires.
Vampires? Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
Not sure, but they have an
By
illness.
the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me. don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yes.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Narrative.
I'll see you at Fort Donga.
A giant ugly lizard. Souls causes fatal lung rot. You don't want that, do you? You are dicing with death, my friend.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here.
But
Do you think mud crabs might have taken it?
what?
I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Well, just look around, will you?
Isran.
Isran?
Asking for your help.
Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Yeah,
Vampires. Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to?
They haven't else.
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
There's no time.
Fine, fine. I can't afford to forget about this work, though. Some very interesting applications. Now, where is it I'm supposed to be going?
Fort
Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Good day.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Me?
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
Actually, yes, I was.
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about?
The reason I was down there, and why I had the Elder Scroll. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. He just became absorbed. Obsessed. He was kind of sick, actually. The prophecy said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. For someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, that's pretty seductive. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
No, you're right. It's just the
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Yeah, it says I hate. Look at the big.
Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. It's what keeps me strong.
You don't trust her? Fine, trust. I
You better know what you're doing. It can stay for now, But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
Who can?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it.
Right.
They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Where would the Moth Priest
Well, back
go?
before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Alright. Let's...
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Cozy little place, isn't this?
Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Ch.3 needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. A basic one, of course. That is, assuming you know anything about steelsmithing. It's pretty simple. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials.
Alright.
I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out, with mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So if you'd be a dear and collect those, I'll buy whatever you're looking to get rid of. Don't get yourself killed.
What do you need?
The tale of the great moth priest hunt. Not something I'd want to read. Yes, but when I was here, it wasn't so crumbly. This used to be a city. I wonder what happened here. This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Alright.
Yes, my friend. Pooling our resources. What? Next.
Let's get involved.
Speak to me. You want to talk? Of course. What do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to give you.
Really?
Close.
Thank you, my friend. I will try not to break him. My very own steed. Wow.
Okay.
Disrespect the law, you disrespect me. Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
We are out where the air is rare.
there you are.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Interesting. Okay, how?
All right then.
Oh, I do. Damn it. Wasn't paying attention. Great.
I'm not Archmage or not. My rules about books still stand.
Yes, I need.
A moth priest? What in Oblivion do you need a moth priest for? Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The moth priests make their home in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
Saves a lot of times.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. You already know all that I know.
Damn it.
So you wish to master the arcane arts? All right, then.
Greetings, Archmage.
Yep.
Tolfdir is Master Wizard. Certainly didn't anticipate that.
No, there.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
I see that. There.
How quickly you've advanced. Most impressive.
Thank you.
There are spells yet to be learned. Powerful spells that can more closely and more permanently bind creatures to your will. But there are risks. There are always risks. You must summon and command an unbound remora.
Okay. How do I do?
I will teach you the spell to summon the Dremora, but know that it will only work in a place properly prepared for the event. Once you have summoned the Dremora, you will order it to deliver to you a sigil stone from an Oblivion Gate. Once I have a sigil stone, I shall inscribe the spells that you seek.
Okay.
If only that were true. Summoning an unbound Remora is not like other conjuration spells. It will not simply do your bidding.
Who is pussy? Me.
You must first prove you are in control. Here is the spell you need. Go to the top of the Hall of Attainment. I have prepared a place for you there. Until next time.
You're so space, woman.
Fools!
Oh, yeah, yes. Are you ready to submit?
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Fools!
To toy with.
I can do this all day.
I
I submit. No more. What is your bidding?
Bring me a stone.
Yes, my mistress. Summon me again, and I shall have your stone.
Good. Glad we straightened that out.
Okay. My stone?
Your sigil stone, Lord Dagon, is less than pleased at its loss.
There are few... That incident in Morthal was
I
just...
have your stone.
Mine? Oh, no. The stone is yours. I simply need to borrow it for a moment. Now, let's see what there is to see. The people of Skyrim have no appreciation for what we do here. Not that I care.
What do you see?
I have the knowledge I need. And so you may have your stone back. And also, please, take this. You have done well. Take a look.
Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Oh. Oh.
Now, if you'll excuse me,